Hi, Hiram here. Yesterday I did a test on this Vortech1000 Alcohol Burner where Colorado Camper had suggested using it as a side burner by putting the pot right on it rather than using the pot stand that came with it. Excuse me. That ended up with a decrease, or an increase in time rather. With the pot stand it took 4 minutes 15 seconds to get 60-degree water to a boil. When I put the pot right on the burner, it took 5 minutes and 41 seconds from 60 degrees. Still not bad. But then I got a comment from FlashGeiger where he said, I'm guessing that it was slower and more frugal due to the reducing of thermal feedback, cooling the burner with the pot. Little bumps like on that last stove you were testing, or 3 paper clips on the wall of the stove to stand the pot off, might restore some of the heating rate. What FlashGeiger is talking about, I don't know, hopefully you can see it here. This is the X-Lite stove from Intense Outdoor Gear. There are 3 little bumps there so that the pot doesn't rest right on the top, but it lets some space for gas to get in or out. So what I'm going to try to do is duplicate that sort of with wires. What I've done is I keep everything just about. These are some wires that were used for hanging curtains of some sort. They have a nice curve on them and a bend. So I just took the wires, cut them in half, and ended up with this, like a short shepherd hook. And that goes over the lip of the stove pretty nicely between the jets, like so. So now the thickness of this wire is 60 thousandths, 0.06 inches, or 0.17 centimeters. So that's about how high it's going to raise the pot off the burner. I thought I'd do another boil test and see what that comes out like. So let me start the burner up, and I'll be right back when I have it to blossom. Okay, the burner's got to a blossom, a little bit yellow flames. Unfortunately, my water has dropped a degree, so now it's 59 degrees for 2 cups. Let me put that on, and let's see where this goes. Okay, there's the burner. I haven't had to pump it yet. Let's see what happens when I do. The flame didn't go down. That's interesting. There we have 210, 211, 212, and 5 minutes 1 second. Interesting. It did cut the time. Yesterday, without the wires, it took 5 minutes 41 seconds. Today, it only took 4 minutes. Plus, in camera 2, I showed you that when I did use the pump station and I pumped it, the flames didn't take a dive like they did before. I thought maybe it was because the cool fuel was getting into it and cooling it off so that it wasn't vaporizing, but it kind of looks like maybe it did form a vacuum and maybe sucked some of the fuel back out, and that's why it went down. So that's just I just put 4 wires on there, which you could use any kind of wires if you had copper wire, whatever, just to give you some thickness to lift up. Interesting. So, like in the other stove, in the X-Lite, maybe you do need a little bit of a gap there. Don't seal it off, but just somewhat of a gap to let vapors in or out. I don't know why this is burning so yellow, but okay. So I thank FlashGeiger for that suggestion. I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.